One morning in a temple hidden in the mountains, a young man named Janu sat cross-legged in front of a revered Zen master, nicknamed Master. Janu was a bright and determined young man, but his life was filled with anxiety and stress due to the pressures and expectations of his family and society. Master, an elderly man with an alluring aura of peace, saw the restlessness in Janu's eyes. Wisely, he asked, "What is troubling your mind, Janu?" Sincerely, Janu replied, "Master, I feel trapped under the weight of expectations coming from my family and society. They expect me to achieve success, become rich, and have everything. But in the process, I feel lost and have lost my identity." Master smiled gently and said, "Janu, our journey to free ourselves from the constraints of expectations begins with realizing who we really are." Who is Janu really? Janu was silent for a moment, then hesitantly replied, "I don't know who I am yet, Master. Everything always revolves around other people's expectations." "Very well," Master said with a smile. "Let us begin your quest. Firstly, we must let go of our own expectations of who we are and what we must achieve. As we let go of our expectations and identification with achievement, we will begin to find true freedom." Janu nodded in understanding, and their journey began. Every day, Janu learned diligently from Master about Zen teachings and meditation practices. He learned to let go of negative thinking, embrace imperfections, and face the fears that haunted him. One night, when the full moon illuminated the temple, Master took Janu to a secluded pond in the middle of the forest. The water was calm and clear, reflecting the moonlight beautifully. Master said, "Janu, what do you see in this pond?" "I see the dazzling moonlight shining on the surface of the water," Janu replied. The Master smiled and asked again, "Do you see your face in the water?" "Actually, no," Janu replied. "The moonlight prevented me from seeing my face." "Exactly," said the Master. "The moonlight represents the thoughts, worries, and expectations that fill your mind. They prevent you from seeing who you really are. When these thoughts are filtered out, your true face will be reflected on the surface of the water." Janu reflected on the Master's teachings and realized that he had been living in the shadow of unreal expectations and negative thoughts. He decided to go deeper in meditation and self-reflection, letting her thoughts flow like the water in the pond. As the days passed, Janu felt a change in himself. He began to feel calmer, more peaceful, and began to accept herself for who she was. Expectations from others began to fade, and he began to live more deeply from his conscience. One morning, as Janu sat under a cypress tree in the temple grounds, he felt completely free. He reflected on his long journey and how he had broken free from the constraints of expectations and the pressures of life. The Master came over and said, "Janu, you have done a great job. You have freed yourself from the constraints of expectations, and now you can live according to your true identity." "Thank you, Master," Janu said sincerely. "You have guided me wisely, and I will never forget your teachings." Master smiled, "Remember, Janu, the journey to freedom never ends. But as long as you stick to these Zen teachings and live from your conscience, you will always feel true peace and happiness." Janu nodded and hugged Master as a sign of gratitude. Afterwards, he knew that although the journey would never end, he had found true freedom within himself, and no amount of expectations would stand in his way of true inner peace. And from that moment on, Janu lived wisely, loving every moment that came his way, without letting the expectations of others destroy his true happiness. He has found the true meaning of life, a valuable lesson from the Zen Master about breaking free from the story of Janu and the teachings of the Zen Master teach us the importance of breaking free from the constraints of life's suffocating expectations. In his journey of self-discovery, Janu discovers the true meaning of happiness and inner peace by accepting his imperfections and letting go of negative thinking. This video reminds us to live more consciously, not getting caught up in the demands and expectations of others. By living from our conscience, we find true freedom and achieve peace in every moment. Zen Master's inspirations and teachings inspire us to be ourselves, unaffected by external pressures, and find unwavering happiness within. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to leave a few messages in the comments about what you have gotten from this story. See you in the next video.